Hello. I think we're live. All right. Hello, and here we go. I wanted to start the stream showing off a creation I've just made. And I didn't have a square roof, and I managed to get these side inserts to work, but the top was really weird. I was just interested in what other people thought of that. Yeah. Anyway, this was a competition on SkyeSMP. This is a Spark Sky, another YouTuber's SMP, and there was this competition. We had to build inside these little squares. Oh, I think I need to go to sleep. And building something true to my my skills or techniques and stuff, I decided to build a very functional farm-filled house. So it's pretty basic looking. I've got the copper torches. I did this glass elevator thinking that maybe we would ride up it to the top, which I probably could still do. But if you wait here long enough, you'll see a chicken go by. I thought that would bring a bit of interest to it. So down below there's a little chicken farm. We'll go and have a look at that later. But yeah, so there's non-even, this will affect some people, but there's non-even sized rooms because every room is just big enough to fit a farm. So just resources down the bottom. It's going to be a lobby, something like that. But this elevator is pretty cool. Bubble elevator, honey blocks, and if you walk into the corner, oh, someone opened the door for me. But there's a button, so you press the button, go up and down. So you can go up pretty quick. So that's going up floor by floor. And when you want to go down, you press against this side. Oops. And it's a little bit slower, but you don't get hurt when you stick on all the walls. Is this the first floor? No. Go down one more. So first floor. Villager. About the smallest farm you could get for melons and pumpkins. So glass to stop stuff going everywhere. And you basically pick up this stuff. And you can trade it. We can't do melons yet, but soon. And it does work. It's slow, but it's only 2. I was thinking if like everybody else was around nearby, then this farm would just slowly tick away. But it's not really about producing heaps of emerald. It's about the proof. All right, so this is second or third floor. It depends if you're counting ground. And we're getting bamboo. I just got one more. Okay. So yeah, if the bamboo grows up, sends an update to the redstone torch. It's currently burnt out, the torch, but an update, any block near it gets updated, i.e. the bamboo grows either side or underneath, and the piston will go. And so we can turn those sticks. We can turn the bamboo into sticks, and we can sell the sticks to the villager. But again, not enough to do it. I think someone's found the top story. All right, so this standard wool farm, I only put 4 because it produces lots of wool really quick. So there's got to be a plugin that lets you bulk do those sorts of trades. I'm sure I've seen another YouTuber using it. But I can't find it when I search the internet myself. All right, sugarcane to make paper to sell to librarian. So each level has a tiny farm and a villager, and with a purpose to make emeralds. Here we have a cooked chicken farm, so it doesn't hurt the baby chickens. So the chicken farm down below, we'll go and have a look later. The chickens end up here. You get the chickens and you can sell them to the butcher, which I only need 8, but I need to buy a few rabbit stews first. Then we can sell. All right. Anyway, that's the plan. If you leave the chickens there too long, you collect eggs as well. All right. So this is the top floor. That's what the inside of that roof looks like. It's weird little glitches in the corners. Let's go down. Down the bottom. And let's have a look at the little chicken farm. So I can hear the chickens. I deliberately put them more than 16 blocks below so that we wouldn't hear them. So a whole bunch of chickens simply sitting above a hopper, and the hopper feeding a dispenser. So it hatches the chicken, and that's the bottom of the bubble column. This sort of setup's pretty easy. All right. So, Ah. Lots of other building going on around here. Really interesting. I'll just go and help this person out. Coordinates. Yeah, builds going on. So I think we've seen this before. This is just a totem farm. But the gold farm might be new. So there's 4 really big portals and very simple fire starters with powdered snow dispensers and a piston for the off switch. So inside, underneath the lava is a observer facing an observer, so an observer clock, and that observer clock triggers the dispenser that dispenses the powdered snow. And I've got redstone running from each of them so that we can turn them off. All of the piglins flow down these channels with water and end up flowing into this little center bit, and the center bit is kind of interesting. We've got people pinching the tridents. I had 2 on me for when I visited the gunpowder farm. But if I re-throw these, I think it works a little bit better because the water's washing all of them to this edge. I think this edge is a little bit better for getting more. So yeah, let's see it in action. Hopefully it's not too noisy. We can hear the portals up above. Just make sure all 4 of them are going. No, that one's broken. All right, let's see if we can work out what's wrong and fix it. So the bucket shouldn't be poking out. But that would work. So if we So that shouldn't be on now. Gotta be careful because there's lava above here. Okay. Someone's taken the Alright, so that's turned this one on. Okay, so maybe that was right. Oh, except it should be... I think it should be a piston, a redstone torch there. No. Alright, so we had a torch here, but it's meant to be off at the moment, so why isn't this lit? So that's lit there. That's lit. It's not. It's not. So this, it shouldn't be passing. This torch shouldn't be passing the signal. Is it? Ah, okay, so we don't need this. Okay, so that's turned it off. Yeah. So now, when the torch changes to on, it goes, and that stops it. So that extra bit of redstone, strange. Why someone would have put that bit of extra redstone there? I'll go and replace that with stone later, just so someone put a way to walk inside. Alright. Alright, so let's turn it back on. We should see all 4 of them going. No! Did I not replace the torch?
Can I show you guys something?
Alright, so something's missing. So this signal, it's meant to be powered. So now it's powered. Why did I miss that spot? that's not there. Right, so I think I need to... I could probably just put a repeater in. But I think that that's done it. Alright, so let's check that everything's running. So all 4 of them should be going. Yeah, and then if I flick the lever, they should all turn off. Alright. So we'll flick it back on. Let's collect. Alright, so someone's placed a gold block there. That's meant to be stairs. Oh no. I think something else is broken. Alright, I've turned it off. Let's just check that these, haven't filled up. No. Perfect. Alright, we need to fix this. I think there's some redstone missing down there. I'll just wait. Anyway, you can see there's water pushing them to this corner closest to me. And there's string and tripwire hooks running crisscrossed, and so there's either one of those 2 signals will trigger this torch to go off, which will then allow this simple clock to fire, and it triggers all 4 pistons. And it keeps up, so it's 5 tridents for 4 large Alright, so we need to break this and that. We need to replace it with stairs. So did I just place them down and break them and they lost their tag? Oh wow. So if you accidentally make your iron blocks filter blocks, which wasn't an accident, I just wanted something to just wanted something that I knew wasn't ever going to appear. Alright. Here's me trying to use bundles. I need some stone. We've got a crafting table over here. Make stairs. Did I pick it up? Yeah, I did. So I only want to break this one. I want to put that there. And then stairs on top. Pick up the glass block. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Okay, now to go down and fix the stuff that got water damaged. Is this broken too? Yes. Okay, so water got into here. Okay, so that's fixed. All right. So this is the destroyer of everything. So there are 3 filters here bringing rotten flesh. Those 3 all end up into this dropper over lava. If there's anything in the dropper, this outputs a signal which goes through the repeater to a comparator clock, which is really quick. Alright, so how can we make this safer from people breaking it? Let's add a bit more stone down here. I think I used to have glass underneath this so that we could see what was going on. But if people are going to break it, alright. Alright, so yeah. So we get rid of rotten flesh. Iron ingots come here. Sorry, gold ingots come here. And they get crafted into blocks, and the blocks go into the water stream and carried up to us. Nuggets get turned into ingots and pumped back into that water crafter. So those 3 are iron ingots. These 3 are for nuggets. And I did it like this so that if this filled up, this could pump in at that point. If it couldn't pump in because it was full, then it would be pulled out by this one and pumped in. So, and the same with this one here. There's 2. It gets to 2 paths to feed that hopper, that auto crafter. And I'm not sure whether that's better or not. But that's what I did. And then this line here, these are all the swords. So unfortunately, every other mob that ends up in there causes grief. And so clearing out the rubbish. Oh, great. I thought one of them went missing, but alright. Yeah, so even if I get rubbish dumped in all of them, like there's still four more that can do, and they all get fed by here. So there's, I need to bring some more wood up here. All right, now all of that fixing has brought about some more. Now, all right, let's turn it on and watch it work again. Now that I've fixed all of those things. Unfortunately, that skeleton's going to block up those. Might catch its bits. Ah, except my inventory's full. So yeah, I made sure that they dropped in so that they distribute evenly. Didn't stack up against each other. And so I'm meant to be under here collecting the experience. Alright, but that's enough of that. It's just a gold farm. Alright. If I fly away, the piglins will despawn, and that will stop the trident killer, so that the tridents won't fall through. I should just clear it out though and get the bit of gold that's there. Ah, the next person can collect it. I helped to build a building over here. A very cute design. I'm not sure whose design it is. I'll have to find out. But we continued this drain, and it's kind of fun. I put a little corner in it, and I thought a little potential for the continuation of the drain over here somehow. Because this is the bit that was made by some of the other guys on the server, and we added a trapdoor and you can actually go down into the sewer from here, which I thought was pretty cool. I think I showed the sewer off in one of the others. People have been really busy over here. It's a whole arena for battles, and another arena down there, but I'm not going to go down there because I can't get back out very easily. One of the newest creations is someone built a piston, which is pretty fun. And I hear it's a redstone shop. Oops. Oh, wow. Huh. Well, it doesn't give you very long to get in, does it? Ah. Hello, random guy from... Oh, I've got my my chat all squashed up, so I can't read the name because it's all squashed. You know, I'm just showing off SkyeSMP at the moment. Hopefully I can press this button to get in. I had a few extra farms, and there was a couple of houses and other things, but we've removed them to try and make room for more buildings. Yeah. So I've got a couple of letters on each line, and I can't make it bigger at the moment. But I've covered up, with some help from one of the other people on the server, but just to try and cover up the bone meal farm and the wood farm, the oak wood. But it all is still in here and still works, I think. I keep getting cobblestone, which is so annoying because cobblestone doesn't turn to moss. Minecraft being slow. Have you got too many machines? People, when they come near this section of my creation, sometimes find it laggy. This server's got an issue in the nether. If you go into the nether near spawn, the world lags out. Oh, someone's put a nether portal down there. Why? I might have to move it. Because if someone goes through there... Oh, it might have come automatically. It might have automatically been created when someone came through from the nether. But I'm going to get rid of it because I don't... If someone comes through there accidentally, they will... it'll cause lag. Yeah, see, Bedrock's normally pretty good, like in terms of performance. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I haven't streamed for ages because my I updated my computer and I lost all my settings. This is actually the first time I've streamed in 118 days or something like that. So hopefully it sounds alright. I had to reconfigure all of the audio settings again. I've had a bit of a listen. So this is kind of fun. It's meant to be, you know, you don't need to AFK at it. You need to be nearby for it to work, so it's got to be in loaded chunks, but not having to actively be placing the blocks. Yeah, so it was the 15-year-old desktop that I replaced, luckily just before the RAM crash situation. So yeah, so I only updated the CPU, the RAM, and the hard. I've got an NVMe drive, a new hard drive, if you can call it NVMe a hard drive. I did that just so that I could do Windows 11, because my old machine was a first generation i7. It had served me well for a long time. I think gonna use those components for like to run a server, or maybe Linux gaming or something like that, but yeah, at the moment anyway, this is a pretty cool farm. I think it's a Silent Whisper has it, but using the trick of bone mealing moss to produce an azalea bush that you then grow that gives you oak wood. So it all happens automatically. There's that target block is being fired at by a dispenser filled with snow. There's a snowman down here. Yeah. Yeah. I was doing that for a little while, but I think it was overdue. Mine was 15 years old. So you're getting close, except I don't know what to tell people at the moment with the AI boom affecting the price of RAM and stuff like that. Perhaps, yeah, save your money while you can, and hope that things change in the future. Yeah, it's a pity that it's going slow for you, though. I wonder whether there's anything running on your machine at the same time that's using RAM or taking up resources. You could look at Task Manager and make sure nothing else is messing with your computer at the same time. All right, but that kind of works. It creates a big block of oak wood over here, and you just harvest that. We've got nearby beacons to make it a quick harvest. Have I got room in my inventory? Yeah, let's just harvest this. There's one of the other guys on the server is doing trying to rebuild a destroyed village. He wanted some more oak wood, so this will work. takes this azalea tree farm takes lots of bone meal. So I don't know whether yeah, it's a lot. And to think like last year it would have been half that amount. Yeah, I was so lucky to get in just before. And I didn't have any crystal ball to make me think that that was going to happen. So here's the village that got broken. Yeah, you want the dual. You want the dual channel. Alright, what else is there to show? Oh, I made a tree. A crimson tree. I really like it, especially at night. I had to put the torches around to stop mobs spawning there. So, but I decided to put redstone torches, but they don't have as much light. And so I needed to put a few more, but it goes with the theme, doesn't it? It's mainly black wool, the trunk. But at the bottom I experimented with some of the other darker textures. They don't look as good at night. They look a little bit brick-like, don't they? Let's look at it during the day. Yeah, in this particular light, the morning light, it doesn't look so good. No. Looks good at night though. I was going to build another over this side, but try to make it kind of blue themed. Yeah. I started collecting shades of blue to build like the leaves out for, but I'm not sure, and I wasn't sure whether I wanted like white trunk. So I've got a little shop over here, this white modernist building, the Mel's Emporium. Oh, I keep on selling stuff. I was trying to stock this place earlier, and the server crashed, and I lost a whole box of gunpowder, which is a bit of a pain. I do need to get some more quartz. Just saw some more carrots in here. Got to keep the shop stocked, or else I don't get the diamonds coming in. Getting a little bit more organized. Let's do that. All right, what do we need to get? We need to get some more glass. We need lots of quartz. I think that white building at the top. Right, so you have to search for Spark Sky on YouTube. Join his Discord, and then you have to get a reputation on his Discord, and you'll then be able to apply for the SMP. It's a little bit convoluted, but there are some really creative Minecrafters on here. I'm not creative like they are, but I enjoy the little farms, and that's what I do best. And so what I try to do is every season I've built a sort of like resource center. So this huge monolith is my build, and underneath it, well, it actually has inside it a mob farm, and the mob farm gets these kinds of resources. There's iron farm underneath here. I've got a river next door, so I deliberately positioned this here with the river next door, and I've set up these little catchments. So I've made it kind of shallow. Fish still spawn, but they see this as deeper water, and when they come over here they get trapped, and so I've decorated this whole place, but I've made it so that you can get past with a little bit of parkour. I thought we were going to see a fish swim in. I'm keeping it well lit with the sea cucumbers. I tried to make a little jetty, and lots of bone mealing out there for the coral colour. But there's lots of resources here. Let's have a look at the other farms. There's a villager trading hall, which I guess is where all what causes the iron golems to spawn. I've got a wheat farm here with some LAs. I do this so that I can go in here without losing. So people keep digging through my farm. I don't know why. And there is a musical note block. Maybe someone's broken it. There we go. So it still goes off every now and again. Anyway, I do this so that the LAs don't escape. And if we keep going down, you can see all the farms. So bamboo, cactus. There's a slime farm down there. I've got an egg farm. I've got this down to only 2 chickens because otherwise there's too laggy. I needed some leather recently, so I've got a cow farm. Melons and pumpkins. Oh, it's broken. I wonder why that is there. It must have grown while the other one was still. I've got a gold farm, but I've turned it off because it was lagging out the area a bit too much for people. And we've got that other gold farm that I showed at the start or earlier on. We saw one fire. You can see sugar cane back there as well. Oh, so all of my tridents have fallen through. I'd have to fix that before next time. There's not meant to be water in here. Okay. I don't know what that is. Do we go and investigate? Let's investigate. So I'm flying against the wall to do a slow landing. Oh, wood. Alright. What am I standing on? Why am I in the middle of a block? Oh, I must have been crouched down. Alright, so that keeps going down. Alright. Couldn't see lava at the bottom. Oh, ooh. It is a little bit of a trap, isn't it? That's not kind of nice. don't fall. In here, I've got a tiny furnace array with lots of lava here and the potential for buckets. I have to keep filling that up. I wonder what people have been smelting. Lots of non-smeltable items in here. We've got a stone generator with the beacons nearby. Works pretty good. Sometimes you get a little bit of cobblestone, but it doesn't matter. And a basalt generator. That's the basalt I used to make the mini tower. We've got, it's actually a hidden secret here. I don't know how to get to it now. Oh, I broke it. I've got a couple of turtles that I can give weed to. I'm growing weed in there that I can hit with bone meal to get eggs and getting scoots. The village trading hall, lots of the things we need. I've put glass in the front of the librarians that sell glass, and we've got a row of these guys have all been cured to have diamond for an emerald for diamond, which is pretty cool. What else? There's a couple of, like, the mob farm will drop experience, and the gold farm's running it'll drop experience. All of that ends up coming out here. It's not a very good AFK spot though, because there's nothing above you. You can hear I'm getting experience. Not that I need it. 205. Oh, I think that's all I wanted to show off. Oh, I did make a bee farm. I just put a clock, an etho hopper clock. Quite a few items in it. Takes ages. But you get quite a lot of stuff. So I'm meant to take these empty bottles. Back up to the chest, up the top. So this has all been covered over too. People don't like my farms, I need to build them underground more. I think on the last server I built the mob farm underground. It's the drops go down there. But early game, it's so much easier just to build a mob farm above ground. I did have a resin farm. Collected a fair bit of resin. I used to have it here. I haven't decided what to do. It's one of those funny ones that only works at night. So when there are other people on, they will often sleep, so then the resin farm won't work. We've got a problem in this world where the spawn of the nether has a lag problem. When you go there, it lags so much that it crashes the server. We haven't figured out how to solve it yet. I see these portals appearing everywhere and it scares me because it was down for a few hours today because someone went to the nether. Anyway, that's the tour. That's all I'm gonna do. Thanks for watching.